It looked like a desk. It felt like a lock. Neatly aligned, square, silent. You raised your hand just to exist. Bell rings, you move, you forget. You weren't trained to be different. You were shaped to be identical. This was not education. This was formatting, and somewhere in that silence, you disappeared. Not by accident, by design. Stand in line, face forward, say present. Present, but never seen. A+ was a trophy for disappearing. Participation meant staying inside the lines. Ask the wrong question, get erased. You learned not to lead, you learned to wait, you learned to shrink. That wasn't accidental. That was the loop, the formatting protocol. The system didn't fail you, it was built to delete you. This wasn't new, it was engineered. In 1903, Ellwood Cubberley helped shape a system, not to awaken minds, to sculpt obedience at scale. He saw children not as souls, but as units for standardization. Not a temple, a compliance line. He didn't design education, he designed conveyor belts. Children trained to sit still, take orders, crave praise. Every bell trained your instinct to vanish. Every grade, a currency of control. Praise became your poison. Validation became your leash. You weren't educated. You were conditioned. While they built factories, they built you like one. You were not the error. You are the override. A boy draws a dragon. They mark it wrong. A girl writes a poem, they call it off-topic. A dream flickers, they stamp it unrealistic. That was the theft. That was the fracture. That's when the mirror shattered. When you stopped recognizing yourself. You were not broken. You were dangerous. But now you remember, not all rebellion burns. Sometimes it whispers, why was I silent? You detox from approval. You extract the formatting. You reclaim your power. Education is not memorization. It is combustion. You rebuild yourself as myth, as the codebreaker unchained, as the glitch the system feared. While they recite facts for tests, you launch satellites from your soul. And somewhere, a child builds a lab in their basement, codes galaxies in the dark, and rewrites the world before they're 16. You weren't behind. You were ahead of the curriculum they feared. You were not made to be a product. You are the one who designs what cannot be copied. You were always an outlier. Delete the formatting, detonate the protocol, design from the ashes. Your classroom was a cage. Now make your life the curriculum. They called you troublemaker. You were just seeing what they refused to see. The codebreaker doesn't take the test. It rewrites the system. You were not the error. You are the override. Architect, build now. If this shattered your silence, wait until you face the theft of your sovereignty. They branded wealth as sin. So you would chain yourself to scarcity. Next, the first lie, money is evil. Subscribe before you kneel again for wanting power. This is legacy lore. Your empire awaits. Claim it or lose it. Legacy lore shows the way.